Hello all, welcome back to my channel. In the last video, we have created sub-assemblies and assembly for separate connectors and back shells and tie bands. We have created separate sub-assemblies. Now in this video, we'll dump the connectors to the respective sub-assemblies. Similar way for back shells and tie bands, we'll dump in this video. We'll start dumping the connectors. So here connectors, back shell, tie bands are we have created separately to avoid the merging all components. So if we are not activating the subassembly, whatever the components we are dumping, those will go to the bottom of the main assembly or else it will store somewhere. So in order to avoid that, we need to activate the assembly. Where if we are dumping connectors means we need to activate the connectors, and if we are dumping the back shells, we need to activate the back shell assembly. Similar way that respective assembly need to activate. In that case we can avoid that overlapping and merging the components to different sub assemblies. So I will activate the connector subassembly. Now here you can see the connectors only it got activated, and whatever the connectors we are dumping to this workspace, all those will goes to the connector subassembly only. It won't go to the back shells and tie bands. It won't go. Why? Because we have activated the connectors only. So now I will dump the connector. Here you can see assembly option, add a component to the assembly. Click on that and you can select here. In my local folder I have backshells, connectors, tie bands, all requirement I have gathered and I have stored in my local folder. How I have gathered these things only means here in the schematic we have taken two 4-pin connectors, and these wires are there. These wires we are going to route in the cabling section, but these two are the 4-pin connectors, two only I have considered. So based on this I have gathered two 4-pin connectors and I have saved in my local folder, and I have selected the back shells as well, which will be suitable to the respective connectors in the schematic, and tie bands. So these connectors I will dump. Connectors, and NC4 is the one connector. Here after dumping we need to fix the locations. Wherever you want you just fix it. After fixing the location, this component we need to fix, otherwise it will get move or it won't be fully constrained. So we need to constrained in the all directions. So in that case here we are not fixing constraint wise x y z direction. So in order to fix it we have the option like fix. Here you can see fix option will be there. If you are clicking this fix option directly, it will get constraint in the xyz direction, it will block. This also one option we can use it. So now I fixed this component and I click on OK. I will dump one more connector. For this also we need to fix. After fixing the location, fix the component, click OK. Now these two components we have placed in the workspace wherever we want, and later that we need to dump the back shells, and before that we need to activate that back shell assembly. I will dump back shell as well. Here we can see back shell is here. Give coincident, and similar way bottom side also coincident. Now we have blocked in two directions. You just drag it, and if you want to adjust manually anything, you just remove those two constraints and you can adjust. It won't fix completely. Why? Because this connector will not correct to the this respective back shell. This is the example back shell I have considered for namesake only, so it won't fix. So I am adjusting the manually. If it is 100% fixing to the respective connector, by that those constraints only we can fix it. Here I need to cover the connector, so for that reason I am adjusting manually. After adjusting that, we need to fix, click OK, and a similar way we need to dump one more back shell. For this also we need to fix. Coincident. Here in the third step I am fixing this manually. Why? Because it is not the suitable thing to the respective connector, so for that reason I am adjusting manually. After placing the location, just fix it, click OK. Now back shells and connectors we have dumped successfully. Later we need to import the tie bands, activate tie band, assembly. I have one tie band that I will use it. Now this tie band I will place in between these two connectors. I will take reference this back shell surface. I will move somewhat back side. It is very close to the back shell, so I will just move some back side and I will fix it and click OK. And a similar way we'll dump one more tie band for this connector also. Same back shell, same tie band I will use. Distance coincidence. move somewhat backside and fix it. Okay, now all these things we have completed. Here you can see connectors completed, backshells completed, and tie bands completed. In the next section we'll see we need to create coordinate access for the connectors, and we need to define the entry port. All those things we need to do. Those things we'll discuss in the upcoming section. Thank you. Bye bye.